I believe it's going to be like maybe July or August. By the end of the summer, I know they want to expand and start talking about these foundation companies. Because there are territory leagues. They were not independents, they were territory leagues. And Stampede would be one of the companies that has made the list that will be on there. So by mid to end summer, the museum itself on the website is going to have a lot of open spreads. So.
Yeah. His career to date, if you think about it, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, starting at the age of 19, and he has won 31 titles, including the 7-time WWE Tag Team Championship with Chris Benoit, God rest his soul, great wrestler, The Rock, Christian, Edge, my buddy I had a few beers with, good old Stone Cold Steve Austin, and twice with the Big Show.
I like it when he was with Big Show. They definitely made a good tag team when they were together.
The 3-time WWE Heavyweight Champion. First one-time WWE Hardcore Champion. I remember that title.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have the showcase, the actual title that was won by Hardcore Holly.
Yeah.
In the museum, we had a showcase a few months back on this very episode, or on the show.
One-time WWE European Champion. 2-time WWE Champion. 9-time WWE International Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, going back a little bit longer, a little bit back, you guys remember him and Triple H had a little dispute at WrestleMania. Which Triple H won that match, but prior to that, he was the first undisputed championship when they combined the heavyweight and the WWE titles together.
Yep.
Rounded it all out, he was the fourth.
He was the fourth man to ever win the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
The guy was excited that we were talking about Chris Jericho. He was rushing the cue cards on us today, folks.
He didn't want to mess up with such a future Hall of Famer.
Absolutely, he's definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame.
All those championships, he stamped his name on the company.
Well, he's the only man that held the title 9 times for the Intercontinental Champion. That right there alone, and being the first undisputed, that's unbelievable.
And you know, he follows a few names. A lot of people know him by Y2J. He also was known as the Lionheart, the man of 1,004 holes. Now, I can explain that to some people.
Well, back in WCW, Demon Lincoln called himself the man of 1,000 holes. Well, Chris Jericho said, well, I'm better than you. I know 4 more holes than you. So they actually went on Monday Night Nitro. He went on. He was listing a whole bunch of them. They went to commercial break. Came back. All of a sudden, he was almost up to 100. And he named 4 extra holes. It was actually arm bars and stuff that he named and stuff. But that's how he became the man of 1,004 holes.
Must have been an exciting show that day for him.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of math. Of course, a lot of people know the Ayatollah of Rock and Roller.
Yep.
You know, the king of the world. The best in the world of what he does.
But that's it. You know, Chris Jericho can back everything that he says, every nickname that he has, because this guy brings it to the table. He knows what he's doing.
Definitely. Along the road, has huge successes, and he's going to have more success. I have a feeling.
Oh yeah.
He was managed by a lot of talent too. Ralphus.
Ralphus.
Who is Ralphus?
Ralphus was actually just a ring crew guy that could pull up off the street, and he became his little gopher person. Kind of like my personal bodyguard, Billy Bob. He was just a ring crew guy. I won the tag titles. They told me in Show Pro I needed a tag partner. He was fixing the turnbuckle. I said, yo, so come on over here. I'm going to hire you as my bodyguard. You're a new tag team partner here. That's like my personal bodyguard. It works though because the guy's like, whoop. So, you know, if anybody comes at me, he can block him very easily.
And he was found off the streets.
Right off the streets, fixing the turnbuckle.
Welcome to America.
Yep.
Dreams do come true.
They do.
The Jerichoholic Ninja.
Yep.
Yeah. Mr. Hughes. The ninth wonder of the world, China. A lot of people, a lot of young ladies that I know used to follow her as, you know, used to look up to this young lady. Stephanie McMahon, also. Lance Cade. Wade Barrett.
Yep. Well, Wade Barrett was more, he was the mentor for Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
But he used to come out to the matches with Chris during NXT and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of why they kind of grouped it under the manager role.
Yeah. If people don't know, they must have been under a rock. Because he also has a band, Fozzy, who has 5 albums out.
Yep. Chris Jericho has done it all. He's been on TV shows, movie shows. Jericho is an iconic figure in the world of wrestling. He has done so much. I thank you personally for paving the way for myself. I know for him, for all the other independent guys. You've done so much stuff. And that's what the museum is all about, folks, is to pay respect to the guys like Jericho and everybody else that graced the ring. If you need to find more information, you're already on the site, but go to theofficialwrestlingmuseum.com. You can get bios, results, title histories, so much information on there. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. It's wrestling_museum. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/theofficialwrestlingmuseum. Subscribe to us on YouTube at Wrestling Museum. That's the way to get in touch with us, because that's what we're trying to do things that are good for the people. And you know what? I think it's about time that we do our other famous segment of the week. Cue up that music. It's the push of the week. Each and every week we're going to tell you about a certain character or an individual that should have got a push either from now or in the past. So this week, what individual or what kind of push do you think that we should talk about this week?
I'm going to skip the whole entire individual because I think this needs to definitely push. I want to push the WWE title. For this reason, a lot of people have been watching wrestling for many years, and back when I first started and with the greats of Hulk Hogan, the late great Macho Man, when they won the WWE title, which back then was a different title, was the WWF title,
Yep.
which now transfer over for other reasons. When you won this title, you meant something. Everybody was fighting for this title. This was the grand prize. This was it. Once you reached it, that's it. Now, I believe it deserves a push, because now the title is not pushed as much as it should be. I mean, if say for example John Cena has a title, they want to face John Cena. They're not concentrating, I want to be the next title champion. They want to focus more. They focus nowadays on what rival is to John Cena or with whoever has the title. It's not about the title anymore.
You know what, you're absolutely right on that. Back in the day, you used to have to earn the number one contender spot. Originally, you had to become the Intercontinental Champion to become the number one contender. They skip over that right now. And you're right, it's more about, oh, I want to fight John Cena because he owes me money because of an international phone call. What about because you want to be the champion of the company, to be the top champion in the world, to represent a company that is the ultimate in the world of wrestling? And it's not about that. And I think you're right. I think they need to bring prestige not just to the WWE title, but to every single title they have. My push of the week, I'm going to go with 3MB. It's obviously a Jobber squad. Each of the guys have phenomenal talent. Drew McIntyre, I think, is a league of his own. I would have loved if they kept the original gimmick on and make him like a Hunter S. Helmsley. Slater knows what he's doing. But you've got these guys as jobbers. Let them play out. Give them some interview time, some promo work time in the back. Let them be doing the air guitars, selling the character up so much more. If you're going to let them job and put the next generation over, put people over, that what you're doing, that's fine, but sell the gimmick with them so much more. I know you're probably holding them back because you got Shield, so it's 3-3. Shield doesn't need anything. 3MB is not going to take nothing away from Shield. They're in the league of their own. They really are. Showcase 3MB a little bit, because I think it's going to go over good. But to kind of wrap up the show just a little bit, we were talking in the back a little bit, I want to talk a little bit now, how the tag team division is really dying out again. For a while they were really getting to be something good, pushing the tag team division. Now all of a sudden it's just like nothing again. They have a great tag team with the Usos. I really think they can go over with it. But, man, you manage some great tag teams. I've been a part of some great tag teams. When you're out there and you're entertaining, you put on a great show for people. If you even think of some great tag teams in the back, like, Legion of Doom, The Rock, this Hot Foundation, Demolition, even Smoking Guns, New Age Outlaws, these guys work their, what off. They put on a great team and put on a great show, and now you got these great teams, even Primo and Epico is a phenomenal tag team, and they're not showcasing them right. They're just making them look like crap.
They're putting them in individual matches pretty much, they're separating the team, and they shouldn't do that.
You're right. Oh, they have them team up like this past Monday, Kofi Kingston with the Usos to put over the Shield. Okay to do, but the Usos are the only real tag team from day one that came in. And Kofi's a champion. Like, you need to kind of balance it out a little bit. I'd like to see the tag team division go back to where that belongs. Same for the Intercontinental, same for the US ain't too bad. They're doing kind of all right with that. And even the Diva division, I think it's great how they're doing with Caitlyn, keeping her as a champion, and not giving it right away to AJ, but really make your title belts be worth something again. Again, everybody, thanks for tuning in each and every week. Remember, send in any questions for this week's Q&A show. You can send it to the museum site, to the email, or to the Facebook, to the Twitter. Also, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow us on Twitter. Once again, at Twitter, it's wrestling_museum. Facebook us, friend us on that at facebook.com/theofficial wrestling museum. Subscribe to us on YouTube at Wrestling Museum. Make sure you send in any statements, letters saying that you're the #1 fan about professional wrestling, why you like the museum, what's so important about the museum, and why you're supportive of it. If you have any fan art or anything like that, let us know, because the contest, we're going to pick somebody next Wednesday, and you could be the one that's going to win that title belt. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Off the Ropes Talk Show. We will see you this Saturday, Off the Ropes Q&A Show. I am your host, Angel.
And the Pepper.
We're signing off this week. Thank you guys very much. You guys have a great night.